special thanks to Tony Visick. He really did get me started in comedy. Matter of fact, my first comedy show was on this stage 2 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. I went to LA and I came back like most of them. Right? Okay, all right. So great to be back amongst you. I miss Arizona. I've been in LA too long, and the thing I miss most about Arizona, people with realistic expectations about life. Guys, oh my gosh! You don't get that in LA. Everybody in LA is like, yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be a multi-millionaire movie star, actor, producer, clothing line designer. Did you want to hear our specials? We've got soup. You want soup? I'm no different. You know, I went out to LA, I wanted to pursue comedy, and somehow by accident, 2 months later, I was an actor. Still don't really know how it happened, but I was following the career path. See, 2 months, I was an actor. 4 months, I started writing my TV pilot, and then 6 months, I was clinically depressed. So I was taking the fact, oh, wow, okay, you guys really love me. You're like, no, Paul. We're not gonna laugh at your depression. And then a year later, I came back to my hometown. So that's pretty much what they all do. That's what they all do. It's been fantastic, though. LA can be very discouraging, though. It can be a very discouraging town. When I decided I want to be an actor, this is a true story. It's a little edgy. I'm not an edgy guy, but this is just what happened, okay? So don't, I'm just warning you now, you're gonna hear something a little edgy. But it's the truth, it's what happened. I'm not saying it to be edgy. Are we gonna be okay? It's barely even edgy. It's the edgiest I will get tonight. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
Okay, here's what happened. So I take this acting class. It's my first acting class, and I'm really nervous. Because this teacher, she's like this iconic acting teacher in Los Angeles. She has an office right on Hollywood Boulevard, right around the corner from Chinese Theater, and I'm really nervous for this acting class. So I go to the acting class. And in the first class, of course, she has me read a scene, as you do in acting classes. We haven't got to the edgy part, okay? This is all just the milquetoast part. I'm setting it up for when it gets a little edgy, which you all said you're okay with. So was the baby. All right. The baby's like, get to the joke already. The baby's getting very impatient. No, this is a true story. So I'm very nervous. The first time I'm in front of the class and I have to do this scene, I literally say one line. The teacher stops me and she goes, Paul, why are you acting so rapey? First of all, not my intention. She asked the question like that was my character choice. Like I went in with that, you know? Like I did a little script analysis before. I'm like, okay, boyfriend walks into restaurant, sees girlfriend, says, sorry I'm late. How should I read this? I know! Now, in some cases, I wish that was the case. I wish it was a character choice because the truth is a lot more embarrassing. And I'm not making this up either. Because I was so nervous, I was like, okay, Paul, you want to know what? You're enough. You don't need to be anybody else but you. So just go in there and read it as yourself. I learned a lot about myself in Los Angeles. Like perhaps why I'm 35 and still single. I thought it was for other reasons. It's a discouraging town. It can be very discouraging. You gotta keep your head out. It can be very hard. Like even now, my brain is just totally fried. My brain is just fried, ladies and gentlemen. It's completely fried. For the same reason that everybody's brain in Los Angeles is fried. Memorizing a Shakespeare play. That's what happens. You go out to LA, you get a Shakespeare play, you memorize it, and your brain fries. And that's true, ladies and gentlemen. I actually got the lead in a Shakespeare play. It was very hard to get. In the audition, they asked me one question. They said, "Do you have a life?" And I said, "No." And they said, "To be perfect." Yeah, that's... Like, you don't want to hear me act? They're like, "No, nobody understands what he's saying. We just need to know if you can show up to rehearsals 4 hours every single night of the week and then go home and memorize a Shakespeare play. That's all we need from you." It's good, though. I used to think Shakespeare was really boring. You read it in high school. But doing the play, I gained this new appreciation for just how boring Shakespeare really is. If you thought it was boring in high school, try memorizing a Shakespeare play! And then rehearsing a Shakespeare play, and then performing a Shakespeare play 10 times, it loses its luster. That's all I'm saying. If you think they're long, yes, they're long. Even longer when you're in the Shakespeare play, and you've had to memorize the Shakespeare play, and rehearse the Shakespeare play, and perform the Shakespeare play, it gets a little much. Gets a little much. Shakespeare's interesting, though, because I remember I was in a communications class once, and my professor said, the sign of an intelligent person is someone who can explain complicated ideas in a simple manner that everybody can understand. That's an intelligent person. Which I think makes Shakespeare the biggest moron ever. Shakespeare does the opposite. He takes a very simple idea, very simple, and he will explain it in the most complicated way ever. Shakespeare might say something like, "Anon the sun's warmth kiss the morning dew." The baby agrees. "Whilst the chickens brood did toil to and fro, the risen wheat did yield the fire's embers, and thereupon did silence my hunger." And all he really said is, "I had breakfast." And for the Shakespeare nerds in the audience, I'm not kidding. I actually wrote that in iambic pentameter. And half the crowd doesn't know what that means. All right, that's good. I don't know, why did Shakespeare write that way? Did he talk that way? Was that like his normal conversation? Must have been a pain being his friend. "Hey, Bill, how you doing today?" "All thy query has stirred my soul, so passionate is thy wit and thy care." "But shall I tell us thee all be well when I can't see but heaven from hell?" "So, bad day?" I'm gonna have to get the Cliff Notes. I'll talk to my professor real quick, figure out how you're doing. I have no idea. They say Shakespeare wrote comedies, but I can't see Shakespeare doing comedy today. "I tell us thee, what be the deal with airport security, right? Doth I not speak truly? Doth I not speak truly? Airport security? I tell us thee, shall I but endure 1,000 X-rays upon my soul, or endure the shame of their formidable caress?" "At least with the latter, one thing is sure, I might fall in love with the woman in glove. Does I not speak truly unto thee?" Shakespeare doing crowd work. "Excuse me, fair maid, what be thy name?" "Milka." "Hello, Milka. Thy face radiance with the beams of 1,000 sunlights. Thy hair doth flow like winds upon the breeze of the shore. When I looketh upon thine eyes, I see naught but that which is most beautiful and plentiful within my heart. And now thou goest to sleep." She went like this. She's like, "Oh, Shakespeare, I usually sleep at this part." You don't know Shakespeare? Shocker. You want to know who else doesn't? Everybody. Everybody doesn't know Shakespeare. Oh, thank you. Thou complimentest me. Indeed, my heart goes flitter-flutter. Now tell us me, Milka,
Yes.
what doest thou for thy work that thou might pay thy rent and furnish food for thy tummy?
First grade teacher.
A teacher of the first grade? One person cares. She cares as well. Who beeth thee that thou pointest to?
Heather.
Heather. Heather. Like the sweet fragrance of flowers upon a meadow. Art thou? Oh, I think. I believe I am wooing the wrong lady. I woo here, yet she swooneth. Perhaps I speak it to her, but through thee. Thou shalt be the surrogate of my love. I shall speak as words of flattery to thee, but then afterwards I goeth home with her. On second thought, perhaps not. I see thou hast a strapping young gentleman next to thee. Is this be thy companion of some sort?
For tonight, yes.
Oh! She committeth not. She keepeth her wings free like the birds that shall waft upon the wind. Shakespeare doing crowd work, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I scored a victory for bald men because that wasn't the punchline. You guys are awesome if you'll just laugh at the setup. What's the deal with the freeway? Freeways! That is so right! I get that! Freeways! Thank you. No, that's really incredible. No, but not only did I get the lead in a Shakespeare play, ladies and gentlemen, this bald guy got the romantic lead. Oh, yeah. That's not the thing about it. Maybe I should have talked like that during my play. Hello, Beatrice. So I thought that was a pretty big win, because usually you expect romantic leads to, like, not look like me. You know, Hair, for example. Yeah, you know, Tom Cruise, Matthew McConaughey, Chris Evans. You know them, right? She's like, now you're with me. Shakespeare, What's that?
I said I'm awake now.
Oh, you're awake now. Because I stopped doing Shakespeare. She's like, Shakespeare's over? What? Oh, okay. Slow down, Professor. That's right, so as a bald guy, I had the romantic lead in a Shakespeare play, and if you're wondering, well, how did that happen? It's very simple. They made me wear a hat the whole play. That is a true story. Matter of fact, there's a part in the play where another character is actually supposed to take my hat off, and during our dress rehearsal, the character did it, and the director stopped the run-through and said, no, the 16th century isn't ready for that. So we kept the hat on. Wow, you guys are very empathetic. I like that. I feel the love. I feel uncomfortable doing self-debasing humor now. I don't know how to... I got a lot of self-debasing humor coming up, so you're going to need to just laugh at it. You don't need to be, oh, because then I feel like, oh, well, now I just got to talk awesome about myself. I can turkey gyro, can you? You're great. I love you. I could just stand here because I know you would laugh nonstop and I wouldn't have to do another thing. Check this out. I bet you I can get another one. Yeah, minimalist! Less is more! I associate with you on an artistic level! Ah! She tried to outplay me. She's like, okay, I'll laugh. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know that I look like I'm bald, but I shaved my head bald. The reality is, I'm only mostly bald. But I'm insecure about being mostly bald. So I shaved my head to be all the way bald. That way, you wouldn't know that I'm only mostly bald. That's right. You thought you were talking to an all the way bald man. But no, Malika. I'm only mostly bald. That's such a weird thing to me. That seems like the worst plot ever. I feel like one of those villains from like the 19th century bald. They're like, they'll never suspect the bald man of being mostly bald. Yeah. Sheriff Pumpleton will never be the wiser. Ah. You think I'm mostly bald now? I'll take a Mach 3 and they'll never know the difference. Yeah. It's got that bubbling sidekick. Your evilness, they'll still know you're bald. Quiet, you! I'm the brains of this operation! It's just weird, because that's what you do, you know? Like, I started going bald, so I was insecure, so I shaved it all the way, just to own it. But I don't do that with anything else. Like, I gained a little bit of weight, but I'm like, oh no, better become obese. I don't want people knowing I'm chubby. That would be awkward. I'm gonna go all the way with it. Guess they never suspect the obese man of being chubby. Yeah. Take that, Sheriff Pumpleton. Yeah. I'll get all the gold on Sugarloaf Mountain now. Yeah. I might have a chance with her. I might. Oh, see, okay, now she's deferring to Heather. Heather refers to this lady passing me around. Are you single? Oh. As of 10 minutes ago? Quick, change the Facebook status, change the Facebook status. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the permission. She just gave me permission to ask you out without your consent. That is. But we all know it's not going to work out between you and I, because it's going to work out between me and her. But not until tomorrow when he's out of the picture. And then there's an opportunity. A friend once asked me if I lost confidence with women when my hair started falling out. And I was like, yeah. That was the whole conversation. Of course I lost confidence. He's not asking that question to a man with like beautiful, long, thick, flowing hair like, hey, Raul. Did you lose confidence with women when your hair became long, silky, and smooth? Yes, it is true. I did not know if the women would notice me. But then I made love to them all! Raul's doing just fine for himself. If Raul's here, you would not be single, I guarantee it. Be like, I'm available, I'm available. I don't know if you have a wedding ring on, but that's what I was trying to impersonate there. No. So you're not married? Free game. Free game. Free game, baby. If he likes it, he should put a ring on it. Otherwise, free game. Listen to Beyonce. And turkey gyro. If you're not gonna. It's gonna be in the next music video. I tell you what. I just don't think any woman like dreams of like marrying the bald guy. I don't know. I don't think that's like when they're in their like dream journal in 6th grade. Is that what they're writing? Like someday. If I could have it my way, I would meet a man. He's gonna be funny. He's gonna be funny.
Yes.
Yeah. One out of one. He's gonna be sensitive. Very sensitive. He's gonna listen.
Not too sensitive. Don't want to cry.
You know, we could just have a conversation here, just not worry about anybody else. No, I really like it where every time I say something, you say something after. It's like,
Sorry.
no, I love you. I keep pronouncing your name wrong. Can you say it one more time?
Malika.
Malika. Oh, I did say it right.
No.
Oh, okay, I said it wrong. Malika. I know things haven't always gone well between us. But I'm pretty sure in a few moments, I'll be able to change your mind. Yeah, Malika. I met a girl. Her name was Malika. She was cute, she was pretty sleeker. She said she taught the 1st grade. And when I saw her, I knew I had it made. Hey. Now Malika's talking after every single thing I say. It's gonna make for kind of a long day. But I don't mind so much since we got in touch. You're sitting in the front row. It's not fate, it's how things go. Ho, ho, ho. I got a little scared when you pawned me off on your friend. That's when I thought that perhaps our love had come to an end. Now you're looking at me like, please stop singing. But don't worry, 'cause even though I'm singing to you, it's the girl behind you all woo. Malika. Malika. One more question before I end. Are you really that serious with your boyfriend? Hard to say no now, isn't it? Very difficult.
Very difficult.
What? Somebody else yell something?
You killed it.
Oh, I killed it. Okay. Thank you. Now everybody's just talking back. Let's just have a free-for-all, everybody. I just don't think very many women write that in their dream journal is what I'm saying. Nobody wants the bald guy. Think about it. You ever seen a bald Prince Charming? Has Disney ever had a bald Prince Charming? Think about it. No, they haven't, because I Googled it. There are 2 bald characters in all of Disney. The fat soldier from Mulan Was Sean Connery a Disney prince? Don't derail me right now. I'm right in the middle of something. I said Disney princess, okay? And Sean Connery, like, he had hair when he was James Bond. After that, he was like old creepy guy, but still managed to get women. Stay with me on this! Because I would like to tell you the second Disney character who's bald, which works a lot better when I do it in a row, because then I build. But now I have to reset and build again. Only two bald characters in Disney. The fat bald soldier from Mulan and one of the dwarfs. I don't remember which one. Dopey. Is it Dopey? You see, you know, because it's so rare. And guess what? They also make Dopey wear a hat. You're like, Dopey, we like what you're doing, great acting skills, just wear this, you'll be perfect. It's gonna... Just once, ladies and gentlemen, it's my dream that Disney will make a Disney movie. Baby agrees. One Disney movie with a bald Prince Charming. It's gonna go something like this. I've already wrote it. Gonna have a princess. She's leaning out the window of her castle. And she's sad, guys. She's sad. And she's looking kind of like this. Then a little bird's gonna fly on her finger. Hi, Trilly Timmy. I'm just sad because all the princes in the land have beautiful, long, flowing hair. Oh, no, Trilly Timmy. Not for me. You see, I want a man who's bald. I want a man whose scalp has seen it all. If a man such as this should give me a kiss, my life would be such bliss. La 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 la. And then out in the forest, a man riding on a horse. Wind blowing through where his hair should be. Who's that, Trilly Timmy? Prince Cue Ball. But then, in a hidden part of the forest, the evil witch Rogaine looks into her crystal scalp. Prince Cue Ball thinks she's gonna find love. I'll have something to do with that. Oh no. With this beautiful long hair, I'll never be able to marry Princess Low Standards. With long hair, I'll only be able to marry every other princess ever! Who should I choose? Should I go to Asia, marry Mulan? Go to Europe, marry Belle? Or Esmeralda? Go to the Middle East, marry Jasmine? Go to Russia, marry Anastasia? Go to America, marry Pocahontas? Go under the sea, marry Ariel? I think Prince Cue Ball's gonna be fine once the hair kicked in. Wish I had a more climatic ending for that, but it ended bad. It ended bad for everybody. She left? And you wonder where my self-debasing humor comes from? All my jokes about being insecure making a lot of sense now! She even has a boyfriend. She's like, I don't know, that's too much. That's too close. Too close for comfort. I'm pretty insecure. It's never gone well with women for me. I'm 35, single, never been married, never really been in a serious relationship. It's a difficult situation when like you ask a girl out and you immediately know she doesn't want to go out with you. You know, like Malika. Because the moment you ask them out, they do this thing. I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, but it's some version of this. You ask them out, and they're like, and in that moment, what they're trying to do is they're trying to think of an excuse to get out of it. And trust me, we don't want to be in that situation any more than you do. We're sorry. It would be nice if everybody who asks everybody out was just interested in being asked out. It doesn't happen that way. For me, it happens that way almost 0% of the time. But in that space of panic, they will just say the first thing that comes in their mind to get out of there, even if it makes no sense. This is an actual turn down I had from a girl, and I'm not making this up. I wish I was. Heather, you'll probably relate. Probably shared a line like this. So I asked this girl out. We were having a conversation like at a party. I don't remember the exact circumstance. I thought it was going well. You know, she was talking back. I mean, it was a dialogue. There was some back and forth. Like Malika, who just, said something after everything I said, but it was welcomed. She's out of the room. I can make fun of her all I want now. And she has a boyfriend. All right, I got no shot with her. But back to the story. So I asked this girl out. I saw the moment of panic. I'm sorry. I'm not dating anyone right now. That is why I asked you out. I usually don't ask women out who are already dating someone, except for Malika. That would be one exception to that rule. I mean, what does that mean? Does she only go out with guys when she's dating someone? Just wait till I get a boyfriend, and then we can see where it goes. I know what she meant. I meant that I'm working on myself right now until someone else asks me out, and then... Oh, I had that, right? You agree? Right? Okay, yeah. I'm working on myself right now. I'm working on myself. I need to be a better person for when a guy asks me out who isn't you. I've had some discouraging experiences, ladies and gentlemen. I can laugh about them now. But at the time, not so funny. Not so funny. You guys are a very empathetic crowd, but I like you because you're just laughing at my woes now, which is good. That's where we wanted to be, and you laugh no matter what I do, which is fantastic. So I was friend zoned by this girl, but I really liked her. And so I didn't give up, because that's what I thought you were supposed to do. Don't. Give up. She friend zones you, move on. If she leaves in the middle of your comedy show, probably not gonna work. I'm learning these things, but I didn't know that at the time, so I didn't give up. I pursued. You're just taking over from Malika now. She's gone. You're like, okay, now I gotta respond to everything. Passing the torch, just like you did with me. That's what offends you? Wow, Passing the torch, Green, that's where we draw the line, mister. We were okay with your rapey joke, but that's gone way too far. So I was friend zoned. Oh, she's back. You have missed so much. So much.
I passed the torch, I heard.
Okay. I'm talking about, I was friend zoned with a girl, just to catch you up. Friend zoned with a girl. I think you missed the girls will make up excuses like, I'm not dating anyone right now. Did you miss that one? It was pretty good. Got a pretty good laugh on that one. It's pretty good. Don't make me sing you another song. Oh, you want another song? I'm not gonna sing another song. I'm not gonna do that. It's a good time for a break. It's a good time for a break. We got a good dip in the energy. I've been pretty high energy. Now we're just kind of relaxing. But don't worry, I'm gonna bring us back and then I'm gonna kill it with a closer. That's how I roll with it. Where was I?
Friend zone.
Friend zone, yes! I never really left, actually. No, that's actually really funny. Where was I? Friend zone. No, because I never left, so I still am there. Jokes are so much funnier when you explain them. See how much funnier that was? So I'm in the friend zone. I want to get out of the friend zone, as you do. And a golden opportunity fell upon my lap. I wish I would have used different words right there. An opportunity presented itself. She was a nanny, and she used to play Nintendo Wii with the kids that she would nanny. However, her Nintendo Wii broke. She's talking to me, complaining, and I was the guy friend, so I listened. Because that's what you do. She said, Paul, my Nintendo Wii broke, and I'm so sad. I love playing that Nintendo Wii with those kids. And I thought, wait a minute, Paul, you have a Nintendo Wii, and you hardly ever play it. And I thought, what better way to win her heart than by giving her one of the worst video game consoles ever created, slightly used. And her birthday was coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Opportunity is knocking. I am going to turn this relationship around with a thoughtful gift because we also know how well that works. So I wrap up my Nintendo Wii, and it just so happened I was going to be out of town on her birthday. And I was like, oh, opportunity again. I can make this just so thoughtful. I'm with you. We're all struggling. We're all struggling. It's a long night. It's a long night. We don't know how long I'm going to go. We got to drive home. Trump's president. You know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. A lot of stress. So, I arranged with our mutual friend, Kevin. I was like, Kevin, will you please deliver this gift? I'm going to call her May because that's not her name. And this is recorded. And I don't want her to know I'm telling this story. I give the present to Kevin. I say, Kevin, will you please deliver this to May on her birthday? Hand delivered. From me. And I go out of town, and I didn't know how it was going to end. I didn't know if it was going to be too much, because sometimes if you do too much, it scares them off. But, you want to do something. You want to make an impression, You want to be like, you see, I'm thoughtful. I can do stuff like this, and I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to give you an elaborate gift and to show that I was listening, and I know you would appreciate this, and I made sure that you would have it on your birthday, even though I was out of town. And on that day, so nervous because I didn't know how she was going to respond. I didn't know if I was going to get the message like, well, Paul, we're just friends. Back the hell up. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. Or maybe, like, you dream, like, maybe she'll be like, oh my gosh, Paul, and I wait all day. No message. No call. I wait all afternoon. No message, no call. If you're sad at this part, it's about to get worse. Gearing up for it. Finally, that night, she calls. And she is flattered. she's appreciative. And I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe this will be a turning point. She's like, Paul, I'm just so overwhelmed. Thank you. And she's thanking me. She's like, this is the best present I have ever got on a birthday. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going really, really well. And I'm pleased to announce, ladies and gentlemen, that after 6 months of dating, she married Kevin! The delivery boy! They have 2 kids! They're always posting happy pictures on Facebook! She got a husband! He got a wife! They got children, and I don't even have a Nintendo Wii! But I'm really happy for him. Wanted to turn out well for him. Dating just never went well. I had a date scheduled with a girl. She texted me the morning of, and this is all she said. Paul, I'm so sorry, I forgot about this thing tonight, can't make it. This thing? You had 3 days to think of an excuse and you couldn't even make one up? I forgot I have this thing. The thing was not going out with you, but I totally forgot. I totally forgot that was on my agenda. I thought I was going to go out with you, but I was like, no, I have the thing, which is not going out with you. So it was the opposite of the thing that you thought. The thing that you thought was going to happen was going out with me, but that's not the thing. It's this other thing, which is not.
A thing.
Yeah. Thank you. You're with me. I had another girl text me the morning of a date. I'm not making these stories up, guys. This is my life. This is the life I live. I have no idea why I'm talking like that. This is the life I just became Chris Rock. How come every time a woman... What's with the white women every time? That is a horrible Chris Rock impression. Now, I had this other girl text me the morning of, same thing, canceled. She's like, Paul, I'm really sorry I can't make it tonight, but thanks for asking me out. And if that wasn't bad enough, at the end of the text message, she put a winky face. How am I supposed to interpret that? Sorry, Paul, I can't make it tonight. I seriously thought maybe she was flirting with me, like maybe this was a joke, like, sorry, Paul, I can't make it tonight. Just kidding, can't wait to see you. The just kidding text never came. So, you don't wink at someone when you're letting them down? Sorry, Stephen, after viewing your quarterly reports, we're gonna have to let you go. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, we did everything we could for little Fido, but we had to put him down. Hey, Hillary? You're not the president. I'm hopeful though, ladies and gentlemen, because I've gotten a lot of advice about dating and relationships in my life. Clearly it's working. I had somebody tell me once, like, Paul, love is gonna happen when you least expect it. First of all, do you think that I most expect to find love, like, all the time? Do you really think that I'm just in this constant state of eternal optimism just every day? Gonna find love every single moment of every single day. You've been single long enough, you are never expecting it to happen. So that's off the table, first of all. And then, love will happen when you least expect it? What? Nuh-uh. Because when I was driving here, ladies and gentlemen, was at a rest stop, sitting in a bathroom stall, and it occurred to me, this is when I least expect to find love. What are the chances that the woman of my dream is at that same rest stop? She walked into the men's bathroom by accident. Before realizing it, she trips and falls with enough momentum to slide under the bathroom stall, and our eyes meet. My name's Paul. I'm Sally. What do you look for in a man? Do you have a Nintendo Wii? Dang it! I gave it to the wrong girl! I was supposed to give it to Sally. In that moment, when I least expected love, it was there. And I didn't have a Nintendo Wii. But I can't complain, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, it's funny, I actually had a comedy teacher in Los Angeles say that every comedian, every joke at the heart of it is a complaint, which I never really thought of before. Then I'm like, but I don't really have a lot to complain about. I've got a great job. Finances are good. I'm out in Los Angeles, living my dreams. I'm a white, straight man living in America. I mean, my life is awesome! What am I going to complain about? It's hard to choose a career when all of them are options. I mean, like, it's so hard. Should I be a doctor or a lawyer or a rapper? I don't know. It's difficult. Life is rough. I've had a lot of jobs in my life. I was actually, it's funny, Abanov, because I actually worked in a call center as well in high school, and they actually outsourced it to India. Which I think is why I like comedy, because I don't think you could outsource my comedy routine to India. What would that look like? Abanov comes up, and he's like, hey everybody, my name is Paul Green. Thanks for coming, thank you, come again. College, I became a realtor, which was really hard. I actually found the easiest way to make money as a realtor was to get another job. So that's what I did. I actually got a job as a bus driver, and the first route they gave me, I'm not making this up, was to drive all of the kids in the district with severe anger management disorder. Because somebody in the district thought it'd be a good idea to round up all of those kids, put them in a tight spot, and bounce them around a little bit. On an Arizona bus with no air conditioning. It's 100 degrees. 120 if you count the anger. The first day, it was the most creepy feeling I've ever had in my life. Because I'm driving. The kids, they just had this quietness about them. This eerie silence. And you knew that at any moment, things could erupt. So one day I was driving. Things are going good. All of a sudden I hear this noise. I look in my rearview mirror. And I see what I can only describe as live boxing. And in the back window seat, standing at 5'5", 127 pounds, is David. My parents just got divorced, Johnson. And in the middle aisle seat, standing at 133 pounds, 5'4", is Jessica. My parents are rich, so I feel entitled and lash out at others as a way of gaining attention, Mendoza. I was totally unprepared because when I became a bus driver, they only gave me one training And it wasn't even a session, it was just advice. They're like, Paul, if a fight ever breaks out, just remain calm. I got this. Will the two students currently engaged in a violent altercation please stop? If you are currently slamming another student's face against the chair and yelling, I want to kill you, please observe the procedures and guidelines in your student handbook of appropriate conversation between fellow students and return to your seat. If you are currently causing soft tissue damage to the eyeballs, fellow student, we invite you to practice accountability and good life choices and think through the consequences of your actions. I had no idea what to do. I probably had a better chance just making money on it. I should have been like, hey, who give me 5 to 1 on Mendoza? 5 to 1 on Mendoza. Should have just become like the Don King of Anger Bus Boxing. Today we are going to crown the king of the bus. It's going to be a melee on the highway, a cruising while bruising, a rumble in the big yellow jungle. Only in the school bus can you become the king and be crowned a champion. Please don't stand until the boxing has come to a complete stop, and after the blood bath, please put up your trash, and after the blows, please put up your windows. God bless America. So what do I have to complain about? Life is great. Except for one. What's that?
Ouch.
Yeah, we know that. Because of my whole routine. You see what I go through here? Did you just show up? Did you just now get here? Hey, who we watching tonight? Hey, that guy's bald. Do you think he knows? You think I should tell him? I really only have one complaint, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm going to share with you now. That is when song lyricists cop out and they don't actually write song lyrics. They have been lying to us for decades of pop music. They don't even write lyrics. They run out of stuff to say, and you want to know what they start doing? They just start saying na-na. Na-na. And they've been getting away with it for years. Oh, na-na, what's my name? Oh, na-na, 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 na. You make me feel so na-na, 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 na 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 na, hey hey hey, I wanna start a fight. Na 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 na, I wanna make up right now. Na na, that's what makes you beautiful. Na 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 na, she's always like na na na. Then she's like yeah yeah, if I were a rich girl. Na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Turn the lights off. Carry me home. Na 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 na. Na na na, hey, na na na, whoa, I wanna rest in your love. And all my people say, na 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 na, yeah 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 yeah. And all my people say, if you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Na 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 na. My angel is the centerfold. Na 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 na. My angel is the centerfold. Don't you give up. Na na na. I won't give up, na, na, na. Let me love you. Let me love you, na, na, na.